Welcome to Chris Cork Photography. We'll talk about the Helios 42 vintage lens today. It's a 85mm f1.5. So here it is. It comes with 3 dials. It's obviously a manual focus, been a 1960s design. So you've got the bottom dial which adjusts your focus, and then you have an aperture ring in the middle here. And you have like it's like an aperture lock almost. So you set the maximum aperture that you'll let the dial below go to. So if you was to say, set it to f5.6, the dial would only swing that far. It's kind of handy when you're out and about. It does take a little getting used to though. But yeah, it's just the way it is. Like any lens, you get used to it. It's obviously got very shallow depth of field, wide open, and most people buy it for the Spiral Bokeh, which is when you get it right, it looks beautiful. It can be a little bit challenging. It's very prone to lens flares, so I've only used it on a couple of shoots so far. On the first one, I found that I had a model that was wearing a white dress at sunset, and the reflection of the sun on the dress was almost causing like a glare in the photos. It kind of gave it a dreamy look, but it's also a bit hard to control. So if you don't want it there, maybe don't wear any kind of white reflective dress. But yeah, so on first use I thought it was pretty good, but I wasn't blown away by it. But then when I took it out a second time, I used it more to its strengths. We went under some like rows of trees and more subtle lighting with just a bit of sun creeping through, and there it's sort of magical and dreamy. So I've also got a Helios 44-2 50mm, which does the Spiral Bokeh, but this definitely does it in a more intense way. But yeah, if you've just got this and you're not too impressed on your first go, take it out again and just try and get a more sort of background with ambient light and not so much direct sun, because yeah, the first time was it's okay, not quite as good as I thought, and the second time I was like, this is magic. You know, I think it really just takes some practice with this lens. So anyway, let's move on to the samples. So this is the glare on the white dress. I do kind of like it. It's quite dreamy, but I didn't actually plan it, so it's kind of an accidental dreamy effect. Yeah, I can imagine in certain scenarios it could be quite frustrating. And yeah, here's my favourite so far, which is the perfect Spiral Bokeh with the lots of colour, which is what you buy this lens for, really. This is a model called Nicola. It's really great to work with. And here's a couple just from my garden, just testing my day after I bought it. My friend Andy here will probably kill me if he sees this video if we put him in it. Hi Andy! Anyhow, that's my thoughts for now. I'll update soon when I've used it a bit more, or if you follow me on Instagram at Chris Cork Photography, and look out for some more Helios pictures.